Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, we're gonna play some more D&D tonight. Yay! Our illustrious Fender, the robot, is having some diagnostic problems at the moment, so he'll be botted, so to speak. And he'll rejoin us next time. Anyway, would one of my three players like to do a little recap for inspiration?
Ooh. A recap since
last episode.
Since last episode.
Or catch us up on what happened.
Well, let's see. So the end of last episode, or the one before, we're fighting those beetles. We're at the tower of what's his face? Good start.
All of them.
Yeah, them Bone Grinder, right? And from there we decided to follow Mose to the next area. He said he wanted to be a pirate, so we assumed we needed to go to either the ocean or that six-sided sea. We opted to go to the ocean, to Britefall.
Correct.
So we hopped in your cart and headed west.
Southwest, yes.
Southwest. Okay.
Wait, I thought we were taking the northern road.
Northern road was towards
the six-sided sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So southern road.
Yeah. And then we did a quick rest in Quick Rest, the town of Quick Rest.
Caravan town, yeah.
Right. Met some people there. Had a kick-ass show.
Correct. Pretty good.
Successful show. And made some friends with the locals. And then we headed from there to Sifter's Folly, which is a not so much a mining town, but somewhere they sift for gold in the river, and
it comes down the river from the Everreach Mountains.
Everreach Mountains, okay. And while we were there and sleeping, we were awoken by a scream and found this weird creature called a teeth eater. It was like feline, and it had like a tail with an eye on the end or something.
Correct.
Yeah. And we defeated it with all of us, and found the guy's friend that had been killed by it in the lake.
Yeah, two fishermen had been the last to come back in for the night, trying to get a little bit more of a catch, and had fallen prey to this creature.
Right.
Or at least one of them had permanently fallen prey.
Yeah.
The other one ventured back to in a pre-PTSD state.
Yeah. Back to the stone toad.
Correct.
Cool.
Run by one Daladon White Eye, an old blind man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Daladon. And then we got third level.
that is not what happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, we'll just pick up in media res, and you guys have just finished the battle. You, I believe, Fender cut off the tail hand in order to preserve it as a trophy, and Delwyn was going to apply some herbal concoction to help in that respect. The traumatized fisherman has made his way into the inn, and you guys are standing around the body of this strange creature, some 80 or so feet from the Shimmer Lake.
Okay. So it's still nighttime?
It is still nighttime.
Okay.
Say, actually, more like 2 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fairly dark.
And was there something about lights out here? Oh, yeah, like some torch that got knocked over, and we put it back. Something like that.
Yes, there was, I think, one down by the water that we set back up.
Okay. So there's some light then.
Yeah, I think there's a path that leads down to the water. Does that sound correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll get my wagon all lit up, and let's find something that passes for a town watch. community leader, mayor.
Yeah.
Um, as I said, there's only really 5 permanent buildings in this area, or 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, there was an inn, a tavern, and a warehouse. So you wouldn't know really where to start.
I'll go in, and if Daladin is awake, I'll see him, and I'll also tend to the gentleman that we sent in there to rest up.
You find Dalman was the tavern keeper.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, he did go as well. The tavern was still kind of like barely open. There's no one really. There's a light on inside, but no one really about. But you just see like a kind of door, presumably that it's his Dallin's bedroom from behind the bar.
We'll go knock.
Okay. There's a slight pause, and then a bit of a rumbling as he kind of, what's going on out there?
Well, I do apologize for the midnight interruption, Mr. White-Eye, but there's been an incident, a beast
Oh,
attack.
All right, I'll be out in just a moment. So you can see that the fisherman has kind of found a seat, and he's just kind of sitting and kind of like staring at the embers that are smoking from the barely still going earth.
I'll get that puppy going good.
Sure. It's an old firebolt in there. Relight it.
Control flames. I'll double it.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Don't have to firebolt now. It'd be a little violent. Yeah, so Sora tells you that they'll kind of keep watch on outside and just outside and to make sure nothing follows you guys back in. They just kind of step outside. So you guys are and Fender as well, I guess.
Yeah, and when Daladin comes out, I'll go over to him and kind of whisper to him. So hopefully, out of the earshot of the fisherman, that we found that guy's friend a little further down the beach, killed by this creature.
That's horrible.
We haven't told the fisherman yet.
Yes, perhaps he needs a bit of rest first. More about it. Sure, you said he was wounded, yes?
He was. I healed him
Yeah.
some, I think. But the shock of the attack and losing his friend might...
Well,
figure you knew him better.
yes, I'll get him to bed and rest, and maybe we can figure out what to do in the morning. Horrible, but you felled the creature?
Yes, it was a teeth eater.
Yes.
Yeah, nasty thing.
Been troubled by them in some seasons, but
Oh, you've seen them before?
occasionally,
Huh.
when guards are down.
Is there anything special you need to do with it after? I mean, it doesn't come back to life or something.
No, it's a dangerous hindrance, but there's nothing ill-portanty about it.
Alright. Should we just bury it somewhere out there? Or do we burn it? I don't know what your practices are.
I wonder. We might burn it.
Does it smell bad? I guess we'll find out.
Yes. Anyway, I'll help this poor man.
Yeah, maybe a little something to.
Thanks for defending. I have an extra room if you'd like to stay for the night. Feel free, of course.
Well, no, my wagon is quite comfy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as soon as there's not a lot of these things, I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Do they usually come in pairs or anything like that?
Not that I know of. I don't know much about their biology, but seem to be fairly solitary. They've never shown in numbers before.
Okay, well that's good. Hey,
So you were just doing a kind of a last scout outside to see everything was cool, and you find nothing, and so you
Okay.
just head back in.
All right.
And Fender offered to kind of watch the door and stand it. So
So I say, Dallin, and you haven't seen any creatures with moss growing on them, have you? Or not moss, mold. Or what was it?
Slime or
Slime or fungus, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
no,
He can't see.
no, that's.
Or
I
have
haven't
you heard of? Sorry.
I haven't heard of anything. No.
No.
Um,
All right. Well,
he gives you a kind of wry little smile.
yeah.
Don't worry yourself. I've come to be quite adept, actually.
Yeah, I've seen.
I'm a skilled thaumaturge.
Huh. Interesting.
Yes. But enough about me. Let me get this man to bed, and
Yeah.
I'll come back and we can have a drink and talk if you like.
If you like. I mean, we don't want to keep you up, but
Well, now that I'm up, it's all right.
sure.
So he kind of shuffles over. Yeah, and again, he has like super great posture, like almost uncomfortably very like
Yeah.
especially for his age. And he just goes and kind of like helps the man up, and he's a kind of whispering kind of, yeah, there. Let's get you to bed, and I'll get you some soup or something. He kind of ushers him into a kind of a back room. He's gone for a little while.
So, what I miss?
Not much.
All
We
right.
just decided not to tell the guy about his friend for now, I guess. Wait till the morning, maybe.
To re-traumatize him?
Well, I don't know. I guess there's never a good time, huh?
No, just dump it all on him now and fix him later instead of having to fix him twice.
Yeah. I think he's headed to bed at this point.
All right then.
more than likely it's just confirming what he already knows.
Yeah, that's true. Probably just in shock, anyways.
All right, well, I don't want to bug this poor man for too long, so
Right.
I may head back off to bed. Although,
Yeah.
remind me in the morning, I might hit him up and see if he has any scraps or magic notes I can purchase.
Mm.
I'll head out back to my my wagon.
Okay.
Keep Lady on watch.
Well, we did.
She snorts at you kindly. And
I mean-
his nose is a little nuzzle,
Yeah,
but he's pretty out.
I'll be polite if he comes back and order a drink if he's awake and wants to stay up for a little bit.
Okay.
But-
Yeah, he comes out, I don't know, 20 minutes or so later. And then just kind of gives you a nod. What? Can I get you a drink or anything? And just kind of like, looks like he doesn't really know quite what to do with himself. He just like starts,
Yeah.
like, wiping down the bar and going over some of the plates, and like, he like spits on his thumb, and, like kind of rubs out, trying to make out a stain of one of the mugs.
All right. Yeah, maybe just a little something to calm the nerves. And
Well, I could make some tea if you like.
Sure, why not?
What's the tea made of?
Well, there is a weed of sorts that kind of grows at the circumference of the lake, and it's a bit strong, but it has a clearing kind of effect.
Right.
Good for the sinuses.
All right. Well, I could.
That sounds good.
Sure. Give me a moment. I'll go in the back and cook some up.
Excellent.
Okay. So he's pretty talkative through the rest of the night, and he'll stay up and chat you up for a couple hours if you want. So if you would like to get any information out of him, just do like a little persuasion check.
Okay.
You can kind of, if you have any kind of specific questions.
Right.
He really just mostly will be small talking, but like
Yeah. I mean, I'm more interested
if
in
you want to
more.
try and refocus him.
Yeah, I'm interested in more information about those creatures, but it sounds like he doesn't really know much else. Right.
It appears
Yeah.
he doesn't.
I don't know. I guess just any other strangeness that might have happened around here that might be related to what we're looking about. Anything that sounds familiar. I guess there's nothing with the fungus, but I don't know. What else would we be looking for? Trolls probably wouldn't be this far.
One would hope.
Yeah.
Not this far. Though the very edge of the crags is
It's close to here.
day and a half away. The
Okay.
very, very edge.
Okay.
The very western edge.
I mean, I guess I'll ask if you've seen an albino troll. I mean, that would stick out.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Okay. It is a big old 6.
6. He seems to focus on just the albino part. Like, oh, that's odd. And
Yeah.
that's interesting that you mentioned albino. I work, my magic in particular works a lot with color, which you might find odd being a blind man, but again, and then he just kind of like goes on and on about
Okay.
his particular magic.
Alright. Alright, well, I'll just humor him for a while, but I don't want to stay up too long.
Okay. And you, sir? Nothing?
I'll just listen.
Okay.
When he brings up color, though, I'll mention the trolls. They were multicolored, right? The fungus ones were blue and the algae ones were green.
Right.
You conferred on them some sort of resistance.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we
Yeah.
noticed. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep the watch informed, and they'll keep an eye out.
Right.
Usually like a hard wink.
Right. Yeah, definitely stay on your toes nowadays.
So the tea, if you sample it, as he said, it has a very strong, sharp, bitter initial taste.
Mm.
But after that, it warms, kind of like a really, really fine whiskey. And you can almost immediately, once that warming effect gets in, like your air passages feel super clear, and even like a little bit sleepy. If you are trained in alchemy or herbalism, you can make a roll.
I have herbalism. Yeah. So what would I roll for herbalism? I have an herbalism kit, but
Yeah, that's considered as part of your background.
yeah. So I just roll wisdom and then proficiency, or
In this case, it would be intelligence, but you do get proficiency bonus. Yeah.
okay, well, that makes a difference. All right. So that is a 8.
8. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought,
I'm almost sleepy.
what? So what's this tea? Does it have a name or?
We just call it the shallow.
Shadow.
Shallow.
Shadow.
We dropped the W just to be fun.
Right. Okay. It's a silent W, right?
Sure.
Do you sell this tea? I mean, it seems like it has.
Grows like crazy. And, occasionally we'll send it out to other towns, but it's more of a, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Curiosity.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Local.
Huh.
Favorite.
Is it easy to cultivate?
Grows on its own, but doesn't seem to like much other than the waters of the Shimmer Lake.
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
But all around the periphery, you can find it pretty easily.
All right.
Yeah. I might have to buy some from you before we leave from here.
Some of the tea is
Yeah.
sure.
Maybe there's something that you can do about the taste. I'm thinking that's probably why it's not very popular. But
Oh, that honey from Ebola might help sweeten it, cut the bitterness.
that might work.
That's a good idea, honey.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to keep you up too long. We got a big ride ahead of us, so we should probably get back to it.
Fair enough.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping the town.
I'll drop
Oh,
a silver.
sorry. One thing I forgot to ask while I was in there.
Uh-huh.
Where did we leave the body of that other gentleman?
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't recall. Did you guys have?
No, I would ask Daladin. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
where should we-
sure.
where-
Oh,
Yeah, because I think we dragged.
We did bring it up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
okay.
You did a successful jump over to the rocks.
right.
we don't want to just leave him.
Yes, of course. Well, I'll keep it in the back until the morning.
Okay.
So when I go out, I'll ask Fender.
Yeah.
This would have we would have done that earlier. I just remembered that.
He nods solemnly. He seems to be talking less and a little more contemplative. So he just kind of like nods and cares about it.
All right. Well, have a good night.
Well, you as well.
Thank you. I'll
Thanks
drop a
again.
silver in his tip box.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
He goes back to his room. There's sorry, you want to perception for me?
All right. 6.
Never mind.
Dice hit me.
All right, yeah. So the night passes fairly. The rest of the night passes fairly uneventfully. You receive a full night's rest. You get all your hit points back.
Woo!
Yeah.
And
Key points.
the next morning comes.
All right.
Insight, so I can medium this place for them.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, that's 20.
26 with my bonus.
All right.
Nice.
So you are almost 100% certain that at least this particular area, for a mile or so, circumference is safe for the next 7 days.
I'll report that to Daladin in the morning, and I'm also gonna inquire if he has any learning materials for thaumaturgy available. I'm a bit of a thaumaturge myself.
Oh,
I dabble in magics.
very well. I suppose I could spare. I suppose I could sell you a. He seems seems a little iffy. I have a scroll or two. I suppose I can let you look at. Do you have a book?
Well, I have one. I have my fine familiar.
Oh.
I can do out of a book.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a medium as well, but I dabble a little in book magic.
Oh. Well. Yeah, I guess I could sell you a scroll if you want to copy it anyway.
Yeah.
In light of your contribution, I can even cut you a price. Say, 40 gold or so.
Might have to on my next pass through.
Well, yeah. I mean, it'll be here. I'm just gonna copy it to your book. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll look you up next time we're through.
Fair enough.
How much is that tea?
Well, I could. I have some of the dried herb. I suppose I could sell it to you for I don't know how much you want.
I don't know, a couple of weeks worth. I think.
Weeks. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, 1 cup a day. I'm assuming would be good.
right. Let's have a look, shall we? What's fair?
Right. I don't know if tea is in there.
Is there a special drying process?
Of course.
Drying process for tea?
The leaves. Are they roasted? Are they just dried?
Weeks. Call it 8 silver.
Okay, that sounds fair.
If it's local, we can try and harvest some.
I suppose, but I mean, I don't want to undercut our friend here. But we
I
could.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
We went through all the trouble of gathering it and whatnot. 8 silver, you said. All right. There.
Am I familiar with that tea?
You can roll a roll.
12.
Well, 12. You've heard of it before, and you know that it's rough and it's can make you sleepy. Or and people actually take it for both a decongestant and for a sleeping.
Ooh. That's the good cough medicine.
Yeah, I figured I'll experiment with it for a couple weeks, see if I has a lasting effect.
Sure.
NyQuil. Not a sponsor.
Correct.
I get the
I mean, did it make me feel like drowsy, like in the morning or anything, or
No.
it just helped me sleep?
No. I mean, it was pretty.
Okay.
I mean, the effect is a little bit diminished on you
Okay.
from your just from your robust bloodline,
All right.
but
Yeah, I have to think of some ways to get rid of the bitterness. I guess that's not exactly herbalism; it's more culinary kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll think on it.
What if you ferment this?
I feel like that would, I don't know, change the properties.
I mean, those trolls had some fungus growing on them. We could,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's worth a try, but I think I'd rather see how the effects are just from the tea.
All right.
I mean, you could get some more, or we could pick some, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we got plants growing on the cart, right?
Yeah, but he said that they don't grow well in other places. I think there's something about the water.
Water. Oh, well, I guess you could take some of the water. That would last too long.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is certain.
But if you want to ferment it, you could just
Get some that's already brewed. Add some.
Yeah.
How do you ferment things? I was just throwing
Leave
an
them
idea
out.
out there. I don't know. I don't really don't know what I'm talking about.
do I know how to ferment things with herbalism?
that would either be a brewer's kit or an alchemist kit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I can blow the glass and make bottles, but it's kind of the end of the process.
Maybe our resident alchemist here knows.
Sorry, just an herbalist as well.
I see. Yeah, another time.
Ooh, but I will keep an eye out for books on alchemy.
Excellent.
Cool. So after you guys are kind of finished with your small talk in the morning, you do your kind of rituals, your yoga, and what have you. The fisherman who names himself Loris comes up to you. He's a man in his 30s. He's balding, but he appears to have like kind of shaved off some of it.
Bless you.
Um, but he kind of keeps this kind of reddish stubble in his head. So he does kind of nervously brush several times and look down. But he comes out to you and he goes, I just want to thank you for saving my life. I'm sorry you couldn't save Alistair, but we were foolish. We shouldn't have stayed so late. We just thought we could bring in another catch, but I do appreciate your efforts.
Yeah.
And I think I've decided I'm going to try my hand at sifting and maybe do a little odd jobbery and just work with Daladin for a while.
Well, yeah,
But-
good luck to you.
As a I'm not quite as fortunate as some others, but as a way, I had heard from Daladin that you were planning on heading further west.
Yes,
Yes.
to Britefall. Yeah.
Yes, you could follow the path along the river there, but it's a bit rough, especially when you get towards the mountains. You're better off taking the river itself. And again, as a way of thanks, I'd like to offer you my boat. I don't think I want it anymore.
Oh. Well, that's great, but I don't know if we really have experience with a boat.
It's not much more than rowing or
Rowing.
steering.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you're welcome to it. You could sell it, or I just
well, it could be faster, but what do we do with the cart, though? You don't want to leave your cart here, I'm assuming.
I'd be willing to watch it for you if you'd like to leave it here. Or, I mean, in Daladon would can vouch for you.
How far do we have still to go?
It's a couple days more, or
Yeah,
2 or 3 days.
eight week in bed,
Oh, 8 days. Okay.
or at least that's what it would have been.
So if we go by boat, how much quicker would?
You could probably shave 2 days off at least.
Okay. Well,
We don't know where we're going.
Just because on the water
After.
you don't have to worry about stopping to rest.
Right.
I for one would prefer to stay with the wagon.
Yeah. I mean, that way you can do your business along the way. But
So we appreciate the offer, and we were glad we were able to get you in time. Maybe you could. Is there a family in need that the boat might benefit,
Most officials have their own boats.
Look at
But
the
I
kid.
suppose if
What's it?
or maybe
Pirates.
what if
well, yeah, I don't know. I look at Mose. Does he seem to be reacting at all?
he seems super excited about the boat? He's not like saying anything, but he
Yeah.
can like his eyes are twinkling.
is that
Well,
big enough for
I don't know.
all of us.
Yeah, how big is it? Is it?
It's let's say 30 feet by 15 or 20.
Ooh.
It's got a little cabin in it.
Okay.
And actually, it seems big enough. It might be a little awkward, but you could float the wagon behind it and still take it with you. It wouldn't be too hard. You just have to
Get a plank or something to put it on. Yeah. Huh. Well, I don't know.
And that's Bright River is downriver. Britefall is downriver, I assume.
Mhm.
Well,
I mean, it seems like that.
I guess I could move the stuff off my wagon.
Or do you want to try to take the wagon? We can build some kind of raft or
I
something.
mean, it is a
guess.
decent sized boat, so you could. I mean, you don't have a super big wagon, so you could fit all your stuff on it.
Well, it's up to you. I guess you could still do your business along the way from a boat.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it seems like maybe that's the way we're supposed to go.
So in the
Mose just looks at you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
I'm the captain.
Uh-huh.
And Captain, have you done your morning studies
Oh.
in swashbuckling?
Oh. What's my first lesson?
No, I thought we covered that. Parrying?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
thought it was buckling swashes.
Right? That's step one.
Figure out what a swash is, or how you swash.
Right.
And buckle it.
Well, I'll leave you two to handle the details. I'll go sword fight with Mose.
Sure. Okay. So you guys practice for. Excuse me for just a moment. You guys can have a little bit of prep time.
All right. So I guess we're loading and unloading stuff.
That's what the robot's for.
Taking a look at the cabin, seeing where we can rest.
Yes,
Yes.
the first mate's cabin.
There you go.
All right.
Maybe
Maybe there's a spot on top. We could.
You just put the robot in the rowing seat and just have him keep going.
That's true. Put him on autopilot.
Yeah, there you go.
Any concerns?
Yeah, maybe I'll have well, change lady up. I don't know pigs in water.
What do you mean change her up?
Oh, I can change her form.
Oh. That's the- Huh.
Yeah, and she's not entirely a real pig.
Ah,
I just found that form for her most useful.
interesting. What exactly is she? Kind of looking her over. Feels like a pig. But
Kind of
He gives you a little piggy snort.
extra plainer, spirity.
is this kind of like Moe's? Like if we stop believing in her, she's gonna disappear? Or
No, I think it would be more if I.
you stopped? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, what are you gonna change her into? Some kind of fish, or I don't know.
No, maybe bird for
Uh,
lookout so we can scout danger and river ahead.
Okay.
A duck, because they can swim and fly.
Yeah, somebody might try to hunt a duck though. Eh?
All right, fair enough.
But it wouldn't look out of place. Who would fear a duck?
That's true. I mean, a flying pig that would stick out right away.
Well,
Maybe you could put a name tag on it or something.
Loris, here's a wagon, and this is Bessie.
Oh,
So
thank you.
use it, rent it out as you need. Make sure you take care of Bessie, though.
Of course.
And I will be back for my wagon
Cool. Yeah, it's,
and Bessie.
it's a nice wagon. I'll take care of it for you.
Bessie's real, right?
Kind
Yeah, Bessie's real.
of gives a heavy sigh. Off to change my future. The better.
Yeah. Good luck to you.
Thank you again. I want everyone to know that what you did for us. Is there something I can call you?
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. That's might be something to think about.
Yeah, you do that. I'm sorry. Sorry. I mean, Bessie, let's go get you some food, some feet. And, takes the bridle. Starts leading her back towards the back of the tavern.
All right. Well, I guess time to find out if anybody gets seasick or river sick. Does it look like the river looks bumpy at all, or fairly calm?
It seems pretty steady as you guys are kind of walking towards the lake. You can kind of just see off in the distance the edge of it. From side to side, to get the full kind of length, the east-west length of it, it's pretty big. It would take probably 2 days, at least on foot. But you can see, because of the elevation, and of course, is which why it kind of runs back out towards the sea. But it is fairly like constant. Not, I wouldn't say rapids or anything at this point, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
okay. So it's a pretty plain boat. It has several kind of like large oars attached to it, kind of a little steering mechanism in the back. There's a small sail on it as well, and it has like in the center of it has like a kind of little cabin where you could actually like kind of sleep if you were doing like overnight fishing or whatever like that,
Okay.
which sometimes is done.
And you could sit on top or stand on top or something. And
Yeah,
cabin.
the cabin is actually all wood as well. It's got like a kind of latch, like thatched wood roof.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to put like a ton of weight on it, but it's pretty sturdy.
Okay. Well, I assume we stick with rowing for now. We could try to experiment with the sail.
The lake itself doesn't have a whole lot of current except towards the western edge.
Yeah.
Um,
But we got a few days. Maybe we can experiment with the sail and see if we can figure it out. I don't know. Maybe ask some people here for some pointers at least.
sure.
Yeah, quick little sailing lesson before we go.
Right.
Cool.
In exchange, I'll teach him how to hitch up the wagon and all that if he doesn't already know.
Okay. He seemed like probably in his youth he worked on a farm, so he picks it up. Maybe he hasn't done it in a while, but he picks it up pretty quick.
All right. Should we roll to see if we have any luck with the sailing thing? Or
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Okay.
So not having any experience,
Right.
who wants to I don't know, navigate?
Navigate.
Yeah.
What kind of?
I was
skill
basically
would
kind
that-
of like watching the water for kind of like rocks and rapids and little things that might be kind of jutting up out of the.
Is that perception?
I would
Probably
think.
need perception or survival.
Okay. I mean, I have points in perception. Anyone else?
I just have some natural ability, but
They seem rather observant. Yeah, maybe Sora? Well, let's
Sora?
find out what else.
Yeah. What other tasks need to be?
Fender just kind of says quietly, I will keep a watch as well.
All right then.
Nothing wrong with that.
Excellent.
all right. Any other roles we need to take? I mean, I guess somebody's
so,
steering, right?
The same, just because of the length of the trip, you're going to want to kind of look out for food. So you probably will kind of what's the line, kind of like line fishing, dropping it as you go.
Okay.
What else? And then someone again is going to be one to like look out for non-environmental dangers.
That's a stealth.
Yeah. Probably.
All right. Now I'll do that.
I will try and take care of the food. I'm not
Okay.
sure if I've ever fished. I understand the theory. Never actually been on a boat either.
Cool. So if you're gonna actually try to fish, you're gonna roll survival. And Eric, you can roll for Fender's kind of keeping a lookout.
Okay. Can I give
Like
him?
or watching the water, and then Sora you can watch for other things.
All right.
Can I give him advantage? Have me watching also?
Are you trained in survival?
No, I have a +3, but I'm not trained.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So,
All right. Scouting.
So, just for the viewers, I'm sure you could probably hear that in California, here where we are, it's super hot. So we're running the AC, and occasionally you might hear that.
all right. So what's Fender's bonus, or do you want me to just tell you the? You got. I rolled 15.
I believe it was +5, so yeah,
Oh,
We
geez.
got
Okay.
16 for stealth.
+4 of us. Oh, maybe it was +4, but yeah.
Alright.
You got 60 for yourself?
And a 7 for survival.
So, yeah, not much luck with the fishing for at least the first day.
Yeah.
But you guys make pretty good time. And the first couple days actually kind of passes pretty calm. You're not going super fast because the elevation is down towards the ocean, but it's not like stark, so you're not like zipping. But you are making pretty good headway, and it's pretty calm. So that takes her the first couple of days. So let's have one more roll.
So 13 plus 4 or 5.
Yeah. Okay.
23.
Nice.
12.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So you're starting to get the hang of it. You're not catching a lot of fish, but you're catching enough for everyone to eat at least a fish. And because of your really good self, about midway through the day, I want to say like 3 p.m. or so, you guys are kind of coasting along, and you can kind of just off in the distance see the kind of the mountains. You think you might be ready to cross through them in a day or so. And just kind of out of a bend, which maybe is from a smaller rivulet, I think is probably the term, you can see a raft with 3 humanoids kind of sitting on it. One of them seems to be kind of like watching ahead. And they all are kind of wearing kind of cloaks. And a line kind of drags behind them for 15, 20 feet, and you can see the rest of it is kind of submerged and kind of dragging behind them. It leaves a little tiny wake. So you see that they're heading your direction, but probably about the same speed, so they're probably not going to catch up to you unless they somehow speed up quite a bit.
I'll point this out to the rest of the group. Say, I think we have some followers.
So 3 humanoids. Can I make out anything?
Two of them are sitting. They're all cloaked, which may be. It is autumn and it's cloudy, so maybe they're expecting rain, but maybe not. And kind of one of them is standing up. You can just barely, even without a perception check, you can just barely see kind of the very top of a bow kind of sticking out a little bit from the cloak.
Alright.
He's kind of like standing in front, and the other 2 are like kind of crouched, so as to like kind of, and they're sitting like across from each other, so as not to like kind of rock the raft.
We'll give them a friendly wave.
Okay. So one at the head kind of like nods at you. Just a little bit of wind kind of picks up and throws back his bill. You see kind of a very probably in his early 30s, close cut, kind of blondish hair, and a very trimmed kind of goatee. At this distance, you can't make out much more than that.
Okay, that's human.
Yeah, he looks human.
Okay.
And then the raft seems to pick up a bit as you see the kind of line that was dragging behind them. start to move around. And you see them kind of shift as you can now see that it's kind of not tethered to the back, but to a point in the center of the raft, and then the line comes up, and then it starts to seem to like pull them.
Okay.
And it seems to be picking up speed towards your butt.
Oh,
Do you have any idea? Can we see any kind of like shadow or something on the other end of that rope? Or
You can see about 15 feet of it. They're lower than that, and it's kind of brackish.
okay. Anybody make anything
And,
of that?
and now that the speed's picking up, you can actually the front of the raft pitch a little bit.
Okay. Does it look like they're menacing or like pulling out weapons or anything like that? Or
Come to think of it, yes, you can see the guy at the lead throw aside the side of his cloak, and he starts to knock an arrow.
Great.
all right. Time to what is the term? Batten down? I don't know. I'm not a sailor.
Yeah.
You said it was what time?
About 3 midday.
I'll pull up my short bow.
Anybody have any ideas of cutting that rope?
I don't swim.
You don't swim. No, I mean, you think you have that good of a shot? Maybe a flaming arrow?
Yeah,
How
that's what
much-
I'm thinking. Light the raft on fire.
Time do we think
Funny
we
you
have?
should say that, because like
Well,
just at that point, you could see the one of the crouched figures puts a kind of thickish hand up. There's
yeah.
a quick kind of glow, and the tip of the guy at the head's arrow kind of lights up, and then he like starts pointing it in your direction.
Great.
And you can roll initiative.
There we go.
Oh,
And
fun.
battle cam.
Oh, well. Yes,
See
the
if I can
dice
do this
hate
without
me.
disturbing it too much.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
That's a
Very fun.
You guys can place yourselves on the boat.
Oops. Well, that was totally
In the crack.
right? Try that again. All right, that was not worth re-rolling for. So where's the front and the back?
Yeah, that's the front.
That's the front. Okay. So I assume we're in the back
Oh.
because they're coming towards us.
But I'm gonna say probably Sora and you were in the back.
Okay. And then
No, I was waving to them
yeah, he was waving to them. Yeah.
Sure.
as well.
Maybe you were just inside the cabin.
Okay. And I'm
So they're just kind of catching up to you.
assuming Mose is safely inside the cabin.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Fender is
Roboto. Yeah.
up front looking for hazards.
Okay. Um. Alright.
My second heck yeah of the night.
Nice.
All right.
Ooh, okay. All right. So, 20 to 25. 25 to 20.
20.
Ooh, okay. 15 to 20.
Nope.
Crickets.
Chirp, chirp.
Thunder got an 18. 10 to 15. Oof. Okay. 5 to 10.
5.
5. Right. So we got a
Yeah.
5. And
And a 3.
a 3.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had left a little tiny floppy ruler out there for you guys.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
You can use that. And Delwyn is first.
I grab my amulet. It glows a little bit, and you guys kind of feel a. I think he might be too far away,
Okay.
so I'll do it on myself. Kind of that. You feel blessed.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Hashtag blessed. Should we put Moe's in the little thing? Is that him?
I just like put him in the front by the cabin.
Okay.
All right.
And then if I'm in view, I just kind of duck behind the door, just maybe an eyeball looking out.
All right. So Fender is tied with the approaching raft. I don't recall that he has a ranged weapon, but he kind of readies himself.
I think he has something, but I don't know.
Okay, so let's say he has a crossbow, because it's not unreasonable that he would have one.
Right.
And he'll just kind of trying to lean around from the side
Okay.
and take a shot at the guy in the lead. Someone want to roll for him?
Sure. I don't know.
So he probably has +3, +4.
All right. Well, I rolled a 3, so
Okay.
accidentally.
So yeah, the angle is kind of weird. So as the boat is moving, he just kind of can't get a bead in it. One bolt goes flying up into the waters.
And once again, we've been the ones to fire first.
And the man at the head, so the blonde gentleman with the bow, who now you can see is dressed somewhat rakishly, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. A little bit like a ruffian/rogue, with his high-collared, formal but well-worn red shirt and leather pants. Jeez. Okay, and he fires off, and it goes pretty wide. Doesn't even hit the boat.
Yes.
Was that the glowing one?
That was not the glowing one.
Darn.
You can now see the position of the glowing one with his. Now that he's swept his cloak back, you see he's a dwarf with blue hair and a hook for one hand. And he also makes an arcane symbol in the air.
Okay.
And for just the slightest bit of moment, there's a little flash above each of them. And the other one throws his cape into the water, and you can see very odd-looking gentleman with kind of bars kind of wrapped around his face, almost as if he's like wearing some kind of like harness made of steel, and he has a pretty gnarly-looking axe, and he just kind of like seems to like come in like working himself up until they get closer, and they do indeed move 20 feet closer to you guys. So if you could do that.
Yeah.
Moving 4 inches forward.
4 inches. That's almost 1, 2, 3, 4. Do they stay here, or they go diagonally closer to us?
No, they wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, there's good. And that's what happens on 18. The
Okay.
next thing happens on 8. And I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. As something heavy hits the side of the boat from the back underside.
Great.
Those of you, although I guess, yeah, the people more towards the front are going to be an advantage because that's. So the boat actually
We're blessed.
does this flight. The
Oh, yeah.
impact is so hard that the boat actually just slightly fishtails.
It's a dex save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Difficulty is 10.
Oh.
Yay! 13.
Well, I got an 8.
Uh-oh.
You want me to roll for Fender?
Yeah,
15.
since he's at the front of the boat, he's going to be an advantage.
You got a
got
natural
nat
20.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
So, yeah, he seems pretty sure-footed.
What about?
I'll roll for Moe's.
Yeah,
Moe's like at one point it looks like he's gonna pitch over, but like he's small and he kind of is able to kind of drop, and like the slight like lip railing kind of catches it and he kind of rolls to the side.
Alright.
So if you failed, you're
Yeah.
thrown into the water.
Yay!
No.
Is there a swimming? Yeah,
That'll be athletics.
I'm not trained in it.
You can still, I mean, you
Okay.
can still swim.
Okay, good.
And I believe there's specific rules, but I'm just going to do it pretty rough. So I don't want to have to look at that. And
Alright. So then I just
probably
go.
should.
I go off the side, or
Actually, let's roll a d8.
okay.
Okay, we'll start at 1 is this way.
All right. So this way then.
Okay, all right, yeah, so you just pitch over the side.
That's right. I guess.
Sploosh!
I prone in the water.
Prone-ish in the water. And you're going to find out what happens after that. So next is Sora.
All right. Okay. Bonus action. Okay. So can I throw a rope over the edge?
Over the edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I also attack?
Oh, okay. Well, an untethered rope you could throw. Like I don't know that you would have one ready to go that's like tied to something.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, it's going to take your action, and then you wouldn't be able to attack. But like you could throw a free rope and then maybe hope to tie it next turn. It's up to you.
All right. I'll take the action to tie it and throw it over the edge.
Okay, yeah, you can do that for sure.
That's Scofa.
Okay.
Alright.
Grab the rope.
Let's just make an easy attack roll. You want to hit like I don't know AC 5.
All right. Is this a dex based?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yay, 18 on the die.
Cool. All right, yeah. So it lands pretty darn close to him. And Scofa's next.
Alright. I grab at the rope.
Okay. You have the rope. That's a free interaction. It's in
Okay.
your hands.
And climb up is athletics or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
dun, 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 dun. It's an 18.
All right.
Damn it.
So you're gonna take half. You can half move. Well, basically, it's gonna take all your movement to get back on the boat because you have half of your movement takes pulling yourself towards the boat, and then you gotta kind of throw yourself over. So you're like gonna be right back on there.
All right. Can I be prone? At least.
Yeah, you would probably be prone.
Okay.
Do you want to take an action? Oh no,
That's kind of action.
okay,
Yeah.
that would be your action. Okay, that's true. Okay, so they're next. So the bowman.
I tell Mose, get inside.
Oh,
Take cover.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Don't do that.
Do it.
So
The captain has to go stay with his ship.
yeah, make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion? Okay. 3.
I'm gonna fight.
Damn it.
Do it from inside.
So Daniel the Blind attempts to jump onto the boat.
Oh boy.
Athletics. Okay, so he misjudges. He leaps over, hits the side of the boat, and falls into the water.
Which one?
So
is
kind
it?
of like Daniel the Blind is the guy with the axe.
Got the axe is good.
Yeah.
Jump.
Okay. Well, there's a rope dangling there.
No, you came up with it.
Did I?
Well, I mean, I would assume you.
Pull it back
Well,
up.
Oh, good point.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, no, it would still be
Yeah.
hanging off the boat.
Okay.
Because bless doesn't affect ability checks. Should have been bopped. Oh well. The dwarf also attempts to board. Let's see if he's any better. Yes, the dwarf does actually make it on. So he's kind of like just
He
on
jumps?
just on the edge of the boat. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Take out the trash.
And he actually like looks like as if he was aided because there's like a slight shimmer around him as he moves
Aided,
forward.
aided like I am aided in jumping, or
It's hard to say.
okay.
You don't really show a exterior like,
No.
trail or anything, but there was definitely some kind of magic. when he
All right.
jumped. And the archer just kind of fires again. This
Dwarven
time
rocket boots.
he's gonna he shoots at Fender, who's gonna have some cover.
Okay.
Does he have a shield up?
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, but it definitely bounces off Fender's shield. And, the arrow just kind of breaks against it.
Well, he's using a crossbow. I don't know.
Fender is, yeah.
Yeah, if he can have a shield out while he's using a
Oh,
crossbow.
yeah. Well, he still misses.
Okay.
Sanus managed to get us out. Right. So, oh, I'm sorry. I skipped you.
No, I went first.
You did? Okay. All right. So then. From the edge of the raft, can you tell me where 40 feet ahead of that is?
40 feet ahead? You got it? Oh, no, the raft, I think, right?
Oh.
Yeah, from the raft.
Oh.
That's about 35 right there. So maybe
So that's pretty good. All right. So a large arm, greenish arm, reaches up out of the water, clamps down on the side of the boat, pulling it down a little bit, slowing it once more.
Okay.
And the other arm kind of claws up at Fender.
Oh, boy.
And that's going to hit. So it's unarmed, so it's going to be. So it scrapes across his side. We'll say like his scrapes across his thigh, and you can see this thing half out of the water.
Ugh. Is it
They're like holding onto the front of the boat and like swiping at him with the other claw.
okay?
And it has like a really kind of beat up looking like leather belt hung over its back with this long kind of jawbone hanging behind it as if it were some kind of weapon that
Huh.
it could pull. And then almost like a tattered up kind of harness.
Does it look familiar at all?
And in the back of it you could see a ring with a rope trailing
Okay.
into the water.
Right. Does it look like anything familiar?
You can roll nature, I guess. Or history.
Anybody good with those?
I have history.
Yeah, I got nothing on either one of those.
don't have either.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. So you've heard of this creature before. 5e people may disagree, but this is called a marrow or an aquatic ogre.
Nice.
Distant cousin, species-wise, to the regular ogre.
Ogres. What?
Yeah, you can see it's greenish. It's got bits of actually little. You wouldn't be able to tell in this light, but phosphorus and moss kind of clinging to it.
Okay.
It actually has kind of large, kind of gills at this point, but you can see that kind of there's a glistening kind of membrane kind of covering them at this point.
Okay. Like as it comes out of the water, it like covers over.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right, they actually kind of like suck tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's its action. Next would be Sora.
All right.
Wait.
Oh,
No, yeah, we.
Delvin.
right. No, hold on. No, because the Marrow went on 8. You were at
Right.
the top of the route, and then
Yeah.
the Raiders.
Oh,
So that's why I thought I skipped you.
did we have
I
two
thought we were
rounds?
starting a.
Have you gone twice?
Just
No.
once.
Okay. Yeah. So I did skip you. You take your turn.
Oh, we went twice?
Did we? No, I don't think.
We're on round 2 now.
Are we?
We started round 2 when the brigands started the board. So first round was they shot at us.
Oh yeah, because I climbed. That was my turn.
Yeah,
So then we think after me, it must have been you because I was last.
yeah.
So I think
Your
it's
first
yeah.
action was to cast bless, and then they attacked us.
Okay,
and
so
then-
that
yeah.
some of that was on the next round.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're holding your action, I guess.
There you go.
But it was after they boarded.
Your
Right?
turn?
No, actually,
No,
your
'cause
turn
I'm
was supposed to be
last.
first because the first thing that
Yeah.
happened
You
was
Before
should-
they
you
cast
should
boarded?
have gone
Okay.
before they boarded.
Unless you waited.
But did you guys do anything before they boarded?
I climbed out. on
Yeah,
my
that's right,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
I threw the rope down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then the one that jumped up on there is getting a firebolt.
On the inside of the cabin. Yep. Go for it.
AC 13.
And that was the dwarf, right?
Yes.
Sorry, Danny. Salty Walter ducks out of the way.
Wait, does bless affect you as well?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it does.
You did bless yourself.
Jump back. Bless myself.
So we'll make that a 14.
14 just misses.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. For someone who did a crazy jump like that, and someone who's going along the boat, it seems fairly nicely armored.
What kind of armies you wearing?
Check out a breastplate or something.
Oh,
Looks nice and heavy.
Well, I check it
Jump in the water.
under normal circumstances, it would be, yeah.
Kick him into the water.
Yeah.
Next is okay. So we did that. We did the ogre. So now we're back to Fender. Right. So Fender, now that he's got this ogre in front of him, this marrow, drops his crossbow, pulls his sword, and kicks a sweat ball. And that's a natural 20.
Nice.
All right.
Long sword. And he would be able to do it two-handed because
Shield.
you have time to get his shield out. It's not very good. Jeez, that's a wasted crit. So he does some damage to it, but the thing's hide leader seems pretty thick. He kind of growls at him, and snorts. And you can actually see this kind of moss-like, it's kind of like white moss-like kind of beard coming off its chin. And it kind of spits fresh water at him. Right, so now it's Or's turn.
Okay.
In between that Mose stands and pulls across the bow and loads it.
Okay. I will shout out, "Big Ugly over there is a marrow. It's an aquatic ogre. Deal with it." And then, do I have advantage if I shoot at the guy in the water?
If for no other reason than like you're shooting from above him, yeah, sure.
Yeah, nice. Okay, then I will shoot at him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Or my short bow. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what happens. 18 on the die.
That's gonna be a hit.
All right. Let's see now. 6 plus 4 and sneak. All right. 9 piercing damage and 5 for a sneak attack.
Jeez.
Funk.
Yeah, you catch him like kind of just at the top of the kind of space between his neck and his shoulder, and it goes in pretty deep. There's a lot of blood coming out of this guy.
All right.
He's just kind of barely hanging on. It looks like, but he's flailing quite a bit.
Go home.
Okay, let's go for your next.
All right. So I'm going to do a little kip up, get up on my feet.
Sure.
So I think this should work because I want to shove him. So So that's that's an attack action, but I can still use my bonus action for the other attack.
Yeah.
So I want to do a spinning kick first, and then try to get him off balance, and then like shove him into the water.
Ooh.
So let's do the kick first. That's a 10.
4 plus.
Plus,
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Oops. Plus 1, so 11.
Well, for Salty Walter.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll just give him a shove.
Okay.
Hopefully, dodging out of the way put him off balance.
Mhm.
Oh, great.
7.
Is that a bless thing?
He was
Is it an attack roll?
It's an attack.
So
Yeah.
that plus gives you plus.
I mean, technically,
Special-
it uses athletics.
Oh.
What's a special melee attack to
Oh.
shove a creature? Is it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay. I don't think I'm gonna make it. But
Yeah,
that's it.
probably not.
All right. So 10 plus athletics is 13.
He got a 15 on the die.
Damn it.
He seems
So
he
close.
seems pretty sturdy.
All right.
He seems to have rooted himself to the boat.
Right.
almost.
All right. Well, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. So back around to Delwyn. There's now a piratey looking dwarf on the back of your.
And he was the one that cast, right?
It does seem that way. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and light my fingers up and
Yeah.
firebolt again.
Okay.
Wizard battle.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Definitely hits.
All right. 3 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yikes.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I get to roll again.
Yeah. You roll another die.
Make that 10 points of fire
10
damage.
points.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of plows into him and like kind of burns off a bit of his beard and a little bit of the hair on the side there. It goes from blue to like kind of curly blackened hair that falls off in the river wind.
Nice.
It
Did I interrupt
stinks.
your concentration?
That is good.
Get that bless off of them.
It does appear
Yeah.
to have him shaken
Sweet.
as the faint magical aura that was surrounding his allies fades away.
Woo!
All right. So now it's their turn. Salty Walter.
Oh,
Stand that dude up.
Oh yeah, and then after I cast, I grab the boat again, just in case it rocks. I just want to have a hand on the boat.
Sure. He goes, well, you think you can handle one of me then? What about two?
oh boy.
Arr! And a duplicate of him kind of appears just next to him.
Is it a alternate?
Wah, wah. Yeah, let's just use this. This slightly shimmering image that looks just like him
Okay.
appears. And
Enough to where we can't tell them apart.
yeah, it looks exactly the same.
Okay.
However, I have to look at something real quick. Come on, Claire.
Cleric
I
with
bet
a
anyone who's viewing can guess maybe what this is. There's probably down to one or two guesses.
Right.
Where is it? There we go. Action. Okay. All right. So that's all he does for his action.
Okay. Soliloquize.
So Daniel the Blind attempts to board the boat from his watery position,
And forget about the rope.
Dang it. Right.
and that's going to do it because he's trained up athletics.
Okay.
So he climbs, kind of flops up down
Is there
right next to Sora, I guess. Right?
Woohoo!
Wait,
Is that-
so-
oh no, that's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right next to you.
Is there enough room in there?
So he's just barely.
Okay.
He's
So
just kind of
hanging over the side.
he's just kind of hanging over the side.
Oh,
He
good.
has you can see that he actually pulled himself up with one arm.
Oh, he's got the hook.
As the axe in his hand is actually like he has one of those gauntlets that like locks.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it, like at this point, like you can see all this kind of weird like straps and buckles and stuff all over him. And then the archer is basically he fires a number of. Well, no, I didn't have to do that. Yeah, no, he just takes a shot at Schofield. See, I was gonna say he kind of lays out covering fire in order to kind of aid the other guy, but he didn't need it. So.
Right. Mm.
But he seems a little rocky on the raft.
Sweet.
Maybe just from all the kind of splashing and motion. Yeah, but he just sends another arrow kind of off into the shore. And then we are to Mose gets up and tries to take a shot. He moves towards the cabin, so he's just kind of barely peeking out.
Okay.
And takes a shot at the marrow.
Sweet. You can actually fit in there.
But he rolls a natural 1.
Oh no!
And the once repaired crossbow just kind of the bar just snaps in half.
Oh boy.
All right.
And then we are at Sora.
All right. So, bondage barbarian.
Sure.
Does he have disadvantage for being, or do I have
He is
advantage?
prone, so you have advantage. Yeah.
Nice. All right, shoot him again.
Okay. Although, where are you?
Okay, on the other side of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because it's so tight in here, I'm gonna give a +2 to armor class, but you still have advantage.
Okay.
And a D4.
Yep. D4.
Oh.
So 17 on the die plus 3 more is 20.
Definitely a hit.
All right. Woohoo! Right. Sneak and piercing. 6 piercing and 4 sneak. So 10 more.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. So that's he's bleeding more, and there's another arrow sticking out of him.
Yes.
But you can now see that he's.
Oh
It
no.
seems like he's on the verge of hyperventilating.
Oh no.
Okay.
But he also has this kind of bar in his mouth. And there's even blood coming down of it in his mouth because he's biting on it so hard. You can actually see one of his teeth in the midst of cracking.
Nice.
Right. So Scofa, it is your turn.
Okay. So he's just barely hanging on with one hand, or did he?
No, he's flopped over.
He pulled up on that.
He's halfway on the boat. Yeah.
He's
Take
it.
And did I skip the? Did I skip it? No, the ogre went right.
I think I only went it once.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he's gonna take another. Yeah, he's gonna take another swipe at Fender.
Whoosh.
Jeez. Yeah. So Fender takes another kind of heavy scrape across his thigh as he doesn't quite move back far enough to get out of the way.
All right. I'm going to, I'll go ahead and take advantage of him being prone. I'll do the staff, and then I'll come in with a blurred 2
Ooh.
extra
Blurred.
key point. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. So I guess I'll do one at a time.
So are you attacking
What's his face on the ground?
Daniel or Salty Walter?
No, Daniel, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he's the one that's prone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's the staff, and that is 20 to hit,
Sure.
and then the 2 punches. Wow. Okay. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. And the last one is a way a bunch. Okay. So 3 hits and no crits. Okay. So the 8. You want me to just give you the total?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're doing the same type of damage, right?
Yeah, it's all blended.
Yeah.
Is 20 damage.
Okay. He's still hanging on.
Okay.
Batter him left and right,
Ugh,
but
jeez.
he's still holding on.
All right.
He seems really like you definitely like probably broke his collarbone,
Yeah.
and probably a couple ribs,
Alright.
but he's still in it.
Alright.
Okay. So we're back around to the top.
Yeah.
Right.
So there are two salty Walters, like kind of like mad dogging you, and then there's like heavy breathing bondage Barian. Oh, it looks like he's about to stand up and wreck some stuff.
Yeah. Gonna grab my holy symbol and have the little motes fly out again. No, never mind. I'm already concentrating on one.
Right?
I can't do fairy fire, so I'm gonna blast Salty Walter.
Okay.
AC 21,
Yeah.
9 points.
All right.
Awesome.
Salty Walter looks pretty hurt. You burn off the other side of his beard and his hair, so now he has just kind of this like weird blue stripe and a super thin beard that's like burnt on both sides.
Oh, do I need to roll any kind of which
Yeah.
one he was?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not that spell.
Wait, are there two of them?
There are still two of them. Yes.
Oh boy.
The one to the left looks like a more healthy Salty Walter.
Oh, okay. He,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to concentrate or anything on it?
That is a good question. Let me double check here.
More healthy one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he does.
Okay. We summon dwarf.
Yeah, no, he manages to make his concentration.
Alright.
Just barely, though. You can see him like squint really hard.
With knowledge arcana, would we be able to figure out what that is?
No, this would actually be religion.
Not my thing.
I mean, knowledge arcana would tell you that you don't know what it is.
Okay.
I mean, you have heard of like magical effects like this, but like to have only one image is kind of weird. All right, so that was your turn.
Right.
So that's their turn. Salty Walter. Shoot. Yeah, he's pretty pissed off at this point.
He lost his beard.
Yeah. So both the images lunge at the nearest person, which I think is Sora.
Sora or me. We're kind of both right there.
Yeah.
A goatee and a mohawk.
Goatee and a mohawk?
That's what he's got now.
Oh.
Does a 15 hit you?
Who?
Sora.
15 is my
Yeah.
AC. Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. So simultaneously, both hands touch you, and you can tell that only one of them has any substance.
Mhm.
And then a split second passes, and you can feel as if the life is being kind of drained out of you.
No bueno.
Right.
We're pretty low, so you only take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Ah!
Jeez.
Ouch.
It's the kind of you're where I'm. You're. Let's say he grabs your arm, and the flesh just instantly starts to like blacken and
Ugh.
become necrotized, and like little flakes of it kind of start to come off, and you can see like the red
Ugh.
underneath, as if you had a like super bad sunburn, and it's just been kind of peeled off. Yeah, so that was terrible.
Yes, indeed.
Then Daniel the Blind pulls himself the rest of the way and rights himself and takes a mad swing at Scofa.
Okay. And misses.
And he seems off balance and bleeding a lot, so he slips on a little bit on his own blood. The axe, you duck under it, and it just kind of like lands heavy kind of in the side of the back of the cabin. He immediately yanks it out, and the splinters go everywhere. But like other than that,
Okay.
no effect.
Fire!
The archer once again tries to shoot at Fender. Yes. Okay, so for everyone at home, every time that this guy has fired, I've rolled a 4. Not just like missing, but like every time it's been a 4. So there's that. He's losing arrows.
Great.
They're probably wondering why they want him around. Okay, so that's them. And then Mose takes another shot at the marrow.
He broke his crossbow.
Oh, right, he does.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Fender's is probably on the ground.
That's true.
Right.
He'll try and scoop it up. He tries to quickly fire it, and even at disadvantage, manages to somehow. He just kind of like steadies himself and kind of eye of the tigers it, even though it's really really awkward in his hands, and it lands pretty squarely in the arrow.
Right.
Thunk. All right. And then it is Sora's turn. No, the ogre's turn. Sorry. The marrow takes another swipe at Fender. This time, Fender kind of parries it with his sword,
Yes.
managing to kind of chip off one of the claws as he kind of bats it away.
Nice.
Right. Sorry, now it's Sora's turn.
Okay. You know what? Are you within 5?
So Walter
Okay.
is in melee with you right
Oh, dang it. All right. I have bonus actions.
now. You should do.
Cunning action. I will disengage.
Disengage and scramble back.
Yes.
All right.
And then I will shoot at the barbarian. He's within 5 feet of...
Scrambling back, disengaging. You'd have to disengage into the cabin, and that would give the barbarian cover. So you could do that.
Okay.
Walter is directly ahead of you, so you could take him with no cover. So you still have. I mean, you have options.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's not prone anymore. Right?
Yeah, he's not prone anymore.
Is he within 5 feet of Walter?
Yeah, he's engaged with Walter. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he probably still is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he
we're
threatens
all-
Walter,
yeah,
so
you're
I
all
can
kinda
still get a
clustered up
sneak
on
on
the road.
Walter then.
Sure.
All right. I will attempt to attack Walter. Shoot him with my short bow. 14 on the die, 20 plus 2 more for bless, so 22.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. Hit.
All right. Hit. Sneak. 6 piercing damage and 4 sneak.
Okay. How would you like to kill him?
Nice. You know what? I want the arrow just to go right up to his forehead and skim along and pull off the last of his mohawk and split his skull.
Sure. It doesn't quite split his skull.
Right.
But the arrow kind of hits, and just for effect, I'm gonna say kind of as it hits, you have one of those kind of wide heads, and so it hits, and the tip of the arrow breaks off, and it actually kind of curls back until it's like sticking up a little bit. And he looks shocked for a moment. He falls over, and the image actually like stays for like a split second, and there's a confused look on it as it kind of like pops and just kind of fades away.
Alright.
And while Salty Walter, the Danig, is no more.
Alright. Does he fall off the ship or is he dead on the ship?
He's dead on the ship.
Okay.
Because he was kind of halfway in the cabin.
We're gonna loot him.
And Scofa is next.
Alright.
I will attack the barbarian in front of me. First, get the quarterstaff. And we're still blessed. Alright, so that is a 15 to hit. I think I hit, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, max damage. 12. Did you wait? 3? No, 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'll do a punch. This is just bless. That hits for 6 damage. And is he still up?
No.
No?
He's
Okay,
not.
okay, great.
At that point, like, actually, the first hit,
The first hit took him out?
first hit killed him.
Alright,
But just barely.
okay.
So yeah, the first hit comes in, like, sends him down, and then the rest are just a little bit
Alright.
overkill.
I'll just spin around and I'll just kind of knock him onto the ground.
Yeah, he's done. You break
Okay.
his face.
Okay.
Actually, the accoutrement on his face actually kind of bends a little bit, and the skull cracks a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely gone.
Hope you were in a blood play.
All right, so back around to Dylan.
I am going to peek out of the cabin and look over to the archer.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you be a good boy and flee? As I hold on to my holy symbol with the command for flee.
All right, sure.
I
So
will
you
take
roll
a DC 14.
14.
Leave wisdom.
And that's not going to do it. He jumps off the raft and starts swimming towards shore.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. All right. Then we jump back down to 8 in the marrow. It's going to try and pull itself onto the boat.
Oh boy. Pull the boat into the river.
No.
It flops its bulkiness onto the boat. And someone roll a athletics for Fender.
He doesn't get blessed though, does he?
No.
All right. 11 on the die.
No, his athletics.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. 11 plus whatever his athletics is.
Yeah.
He's probably trained.
He's got 18 strength, so at least a 15.
Okay.
All right. He's knocked prone.
Dang.
But he's not knocked off the boat.
Okay.
Fender.
As the marrow kind of pulls itself above.
All right.
It took its whole action to get up, though, but it does look like it's starting to pull the weapon from his back, and it looks like it's going to bear down on it.
Uh-oh.
Sora, you're next.
All right.
Ogre down on it.
Let's see. Mose actually squeals a little bit
All right.
and just kind of runs to the other side of the boat, like past you guys,
Okay.
like through the cabin.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, now Sora's turn.
All right. Yeah, I've got a clear shot, don't I?
You sure do.
Okay. Here goes. Let's shoot the. Yeah.
And I
It hasn't stood up yet, has it?
technically, you have an ally within 5 feet of it,
Woo!
so let's call that. You don't have advantage, but
Okay.
um,
Bless. Let's see what happens. So if I hit it, I get sneak. Let's see. 16
That's
plus
gonna
4, 20. All right.
yeah, that's gonna,
All right, here goes. 6. Yeah, 6 piercing and 1 sneak.
okay.
Eh.
Oh,
Ka-thunk.
I just realized I didn't put it in the wrong.
Ooh, can I hide in there?
You would have to break visual with it first.
Oh, all right,
Hide.
never mind.
I'm sorry. How much damage did you do?
I did 1 sneak and 6 piercing.
All right, so totals. Got it. All right. So it's hurt. Not super hurt. It looks like it's a big beefy thing. So it looks pretty sturdy. But you definitely have another arrow in it. And Scofa, you're next.
All right.
Go get him, Scofa!
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't know if I can do this all in one turn, but I was visualizing leaping up onto the roof, running, and then just I want to do like a cannonball into him, see if I can knock him off.
Nice.
Okay. What is your
Don't miss.
What's your leap height?
Well, this is doubled, right? So I think normally it's 8 feet.
Normally it's 8 feet.
Yeah. Oh, high. Oh no.
High jump is 12 feet.
Well, that's with the bonus doubling standing,
Standing jump is 6 feet then.
but that's with the key point. So normally I think it's only like 3, I guess, because
Oh,
I think
wow.
it just doubles it. I don't know.
Step of the wind.
Step of the wind. If I use that, then yeah, then I could do
You can
6 feet standing jump.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, if we went, I could use that. That's fine.
Okay. The roof is just like 7 feet tall,
Okay.
but so I'm gonna say you have to roll to kind of it's because you're kind of like catching the edge of it,
Okay.
as you kind of leap up.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll
Sorry.
Oh, that's you.
acrobatics, I guess.
Athletics, not athletics.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one
Because
difference.
there's an element of balance here that's needed.
All right, 9,
Oh,
and that's
Wait.
not a blessed.
No, it's not a
right?
blessable. Okay.
no, it's not a
That's not a
blessing.
save.
So you hit the side, don't quite keep your balance and fall prone.
All right.
It's not a full 10 feet, so take 1 point of damage.
All right. Can I still use some movement to get back up? And
Yeah.
All right. I'll just run. I guess. Try to go through.
So
the
I'll
people.
say you used like 10 feet of movement doing that.
Okay.
So you use 20 because your movement's 40, right?
Yeah.
So you use 20 more to stand, and you have 10 left.
All right, and then I'll just do double move so I can get over here at least.
Okay. So you just engage the marrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of run up on him.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Cool.
I don't know if I want to be right on him or to be hit by him.
At this point, it's gonna be looming over Fender once it like stands finally up because it's righted itself, but it hasn't like fully stood up. It's kind of like in this kind of bestial crouch.
Okay. All right. That's my turn.
All right, back around to Dylan.
Right. So that archer is off swimming,
Yeah, he's swimming away.
and I'm assuming we're going fast enough. He's not going to even be able to catch up.
Yeah, you can actually hit him with a range attack if that's what you wanted to
No,
do.
no.
But yeah,
I just wanted to take him out of the.
Oh, and what happened to the raft when he jumped? Is he still attached to him?
the marrow doesn't appear to be. They were basically using the constant flow of the river. Once they caught up to you, it's starting to fall back, and like drift a little because it's not being steered anymore or whatever. But it's still mostly keeping pace with you, just because.
What didn't the marrow have like a rope attached to him?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, but they were holding.
Yeah, it looks like
onto
they detached it. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
I'm going to move to the front of that archway, and I'm going to send a firebolt up to Mr. Marrow.
Sure. Yeah.
Can anybody charm an ogre? This might speed up our travel.
AC 13
Yeah, that hits.
Beat it in the
for 3
submission?
points of fire.
Okey-dokey.
I mean,
Maybe.
Right. A
Damn
little
it.
sizzle goes across its shoulder from as a full bolt of fire comes
might be into that. Though.
willowing
Right.
into
I
it.
mean, Bond is barbarian and all.
The archer pulls himself on the shore and just kind of like he like kind of shrugs and then just starts running off.
Right.
Wait, come back. We want your stuff.
And then the ogre rights itself fully
Uh-oh.
and swings its weapon at Scofa.
Over.
Oh, dear.
Does a 13 hit me?
It just hits me.
Oh.
Ooh.
You mean do something about your AC?
Okay. So there's a crack and
Yeah.
it hits your side and you take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
Did Fender stand back up already?
Fender, yeah, Fender would have stood up.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know if Fender's done.
I don't think he's gone
Yeah.
since the creature came on board.
Yeah, that's true. So he'd be standing right next to you, attacking it.
Okay.
But it still thought you looked pretty tasty, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Fender got a natural 20
Nice.
again, and he's not here.
Okay.
That's a bummer. So he does a pretty beefy slash across its chest, and some kind of thick dark red blood starts to come out of it, and it kind of growls at him. It looks like he's definitely the focus next. So, Sora, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
within 5 feet of our.
Again, because of the tight area, it's having cover, but
Hmm.
you if you do land a hit, it'll be sneak attack. It's
Work-
a pretty big target,
Okay.
but there are two allies kind of bobbing and weaving in front of it.
Is it? Ooh. Can I climb up to the roof to get a clearer shot?
I believe as a bonus act. Yeah, just make me an athletics roll.
Okay. Ooh.
Say it's a 12.
Yep. Nope. Roll a 1.
Okay. So you'll be able to get up there.
Yep.
But I'll take your whole action.
Okay.
And you, if you have any other movement, you can move to the edge of the. I mean,
Where are you going on
so it'll take. See, it's 7 feet up. So 14. Let's say that takes 15 feet of movement.
Okay. I have my cutting action, so I can dash the rest of the way.
Sure. I mean, you don't have to. You can use. Presumably you have a 30-foot movement, right?
Yes.
So I don't think that's how many inches is it across.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1,
3 or
2,
4,
3,
right?
4, 5.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay.
2, 3. Oh no, 4. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so you could get like right close to the edge if you wanted.
Yeah. A little further back. Here you go.
Yeah, you can just pull off the big guns.
Yeah. Well, we know these guys are on.
Oh, that's right, because there's dead bodies on the
Yeah.
ground.
And
Okay,
that guy's-
yeah, that guy's gone. Okay. So go for your turn.
All right. Well, I mean, I can only take one more hit, but
It's cool.
I think you used both your key, right?
yeah, because I was trying to jump. How does Fender look? Is he looking pretty beat up?
Yeah, he looks pretty rough.
All right, then I think we just need to go all out. So I will attack. We're still blessed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's for a whole minute.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Quarterstaff. Okay. That's 4. Okay, so 15.
It's
All right, max damage again. So 11,
nice.
and then the punch is 14, more than 15 for 4 damage.
Okay, it looks really rough.
All right.
Yeah, you go crazy on it, whacking it with your quarterstaff and giving it a
Kick in the
kick in the side.
belly.
Big old troll. No, not troll. Ogre.
Okay, yeah.
Ogre
Yeah,
guts.
it looks pretty angry now. You think because of that, it actually may consider hitting you instead.
Yeah.
Oh no. Switch targets.
Delwyn, it is your turn.
Alright.
So Fender, I don't know if this means much to you, but like Fender looks pretty rough. Like,
Yeah.
well, actually, both Scope and Fender look like
Yeah.
one more hit will take them down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a firebolt up between them.
Okay.
AC 13.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Yay for bless.
Yeah.
5 points
Uh,
of fire.
Yeah. Okay. How do you want to kill it?
Nice.
Nice.
Right in its gills.
Okay.
Make it gasp.
So, yeah, the bolt just kind of singes across his neck, kind of landing right at kind of the gill spot, and there's a big kind of sizzle as you can see the kind of cartilageous tissue like start to curl up and kind of even like collapses in a little bit, and it kind of has a couple of gasps, and then it kind of falls backwards off the front of the boat and begins to sink.
Splash.
Okay.
There's a moment where the boat kind of like pitches to the side,
All right.
but it's a pretty sturdy vessel, so it rights itself. It's used to like carrying like buckets of fish and crates of crayfish and stuff. So
Crayfish.
it's fairly sturdy. Yeah, and that appears to be the end of it.
Ugh.
You guys continue on after riding the boat.
Yeah.
I will climb down and just flop
Quite
over
a bit
somewhere.
of blood like everywhere, and actually even like fluid from Delwyn's. I'm sorry, not Delwyn. Fender's like motion tubes and stuff.
Oh yeah. Spurting fluids. All right. What does a aquatic ogre smell like? Pretty bad.
Well, this guy's freshwater,
okay.
so it's not that kind of briny saltiness. It's actually just smells like a wet animal,
Alright.
a hairless wet animal.
Well, you did cook it a bit, so maybe it smells good. I don't know.
Ugh.
Fried fish.
It's a fatty creature,
Okay.
so jeez, I don't know, like
Salmon.
yeah, I guess maybe like a little bit,
Oh.
but it's not. It's a red meated creature too, so
Yeah.
Pork.
oh yeah, maybe a little bit like old raw cow.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sound so good.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
Were we just discussing the viability of eating a marrow?
I was.
I mean, it
Smelling.
has sunk, and you're probably past it by now.
Ugh.
but,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well,
I just look at you two. No.
No.
I mean, just possibility. I mean,
Oh.
get stranded, and, instead of eating each other, there's other options.
I get out some bandages and tend to them a little bit.
Yeah, I guess look over these two guys that are deceased on the back of the boat.
Sure. Yeah, one of them again was a BDSM barbarian.
Right?
Nice.
He had a locking gauntlet or something.
Yeah, he had a locking gauntlet and a pretty hefty, like well kept axe.
Okay.
It's a pretty mean looking weapon.
Like a two-handed axe, or
No,
no?
more like a kind of battle axe kind of deal.
Okay.
It could be well wielded two-handed.
It's like a versatile thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's the kind of blue-haired pirate dwarf who doesn't really have any hair anymore.
Right.
Just a bit of a kind of soul patch left.
Did it look like he dyed his hair, or it was naturally blue?
Yeah.
I mean, is it like his skin is like blued?
No, his skin isn't blue. He's
No, I mean
swarthy.
like where he like dyed the hair. Like, is it?
Oh,
tinted
the scalp? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little
Okay,
bit.
so he tinted it blue.
Yeah.
Weird.
So what did the dwarf have?
The Denig?
The Danik?
Yeah, the Danik. Well, right off the bat, you see that his hook is gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's gotta be
Interesting.
worth something.
Yeah.
So that axe,
Yeah.
it'll lop through his wrist?
I assume that thing will unlock,
You said he had a breastplate as well?
right?
I mean,
Good
it's a
work.
hook.
Oh, the hook. Oh,
I
well.
don't think he has. I mean, does the hook look like it's a glove, or does it look like it's a replacement for his hand?
The hook?
Yeah.
It's like kind of strapped to a nub.
All right. We'll just unstrap it. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, isn't there enough mess on them? Do we look around for like a mop or something? Is there?
on the deck.
I mean, there probably is.
Okay.
There's probably actually a mop and kind of like one of those kind of wide shovels to be able, like when they would you scoop up chum or whatever and throw it over.
All right.
And
Well,
there's,
Not yet.
the detritus that they get from pulling nets in.
All right.
Fender will do it.
Okay.
All right. I'll help out too.
What?
Doesn't bother me.
No,
Swab the deck.
I'm more than that.
Yeah, that's
Swab
fair.
the deck.
That's fair. I'll do it. Doesn't bother me.
Sure.
I just don't want this to smell when we're sleeping.
Sure. Yeah, so you guys recover a gold hook, which is worth 50.
Okay.
A breastplate. There's a very nice looking battle axe. Perhaps worth keeping. And
Can the breastplate be strapped to Fender? Or... I don't know.
Why not?
he could, but it would probably be redundant.
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be more ornamental if he wore it.
Alright. Should we try to grab that raft? It might be useful, or not. We could throw it up on the roof. I
It's
guess.
starting to drift away, so if you do want to grab it, we're going to want to make a decision.
All right. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody swim? Otherwise, I'll give it a shot.
Take the rope with you.
Yeah.
I definitely don't swim.
Same.
All right. I'll give it a shot at athletics, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Do I need to roll or I just?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So that's a 13.
Since you were looking for a 12, that is going to be a success.
Sweet.
You put like a knife or something in your teeth, grab one end of the rope that Sora has since tethered to the fishing boat,
Sure.
jump over, stab it into the boat, or to the raft, tie it off, and now it's dragging with him.
All right.
You can now pull it up at your leisure or just let it.
Yeah, I think we don't want to drag. I'll pull it up and maybe we can toss it up on the roof.
Yeah, that's no problem.
How many more days? We have still a few more days, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Now, what do we want to do with
Probably
these
3 or 4 more days of travel.
2 river pirates?
Ah, right. Yeah, I don't think we want them to start
What's
smelling.
what
Etiquette?
would we know what the proper thing is? Do we bring it to authorities? Or this really has nothing to do with the town we're going to, so they don't want extra bodies?
Well, this is a situation where, like, it's really up to you.
There might be a reward.
It's not beyond comprehension that these guys have probably been preying on people who use this river opportunistically. So there might be some kind of reward, but like as to what to do with the bodies, you can just.
I mean, if there's a bounty, we could keep the heads.
Hmm.
Well, are there certain bearer rights that...
the gold hook is probably pretty recognizable, so that would probably be enough if you wanted to collect some kind of value.
Okay.
You would just want to hold on to that if there was a value
Yeah.
before you sold it.
Well, I mean, I feel like we don't want to dump them in the river. That seems like spoiling the river.
The dead ogres in the river.
Yeah.
Likely,
But that's a lot more work.
well, likely because it flows to the ocean.
Yeah.
Eventually, the bodies, if they weren't eaten, I mean, I don't know, like how fast fish eat stuff, but like eventually, the bodies would go out into the ocean, and then they would definitely be eaten by something else.
Yeah.
Well, is there any kind of burial rituals that apply, generally religion-wise? Do people get buried?
Well, because there's not really any formal religion at this point. Although, like, people do like use spells to commune with the dead when they can, like if it's important to them or whatever. Everyone's kind of stuff is different. But back at Omoa, the dead were burned, just kind of as a way to like. Corin said that the mayor mentioned something about like sending their ashes into the sky so that they can be away from the mist and just.
Hmm. So,
I'll prod of the Danig. I'll say
Well,
this one might have had some sort of belief system. I don't know. I
right.
mean,
So we could leave the raft in the water and those 2 stripped down, but on the raft, they're not rotting on the boat.
and burn it.
Ah, I see. Or just drag them behind us.
No, just burn it.
No, I wouldn't mind burning it. I mean, it
Okay.
that looks like a just kind of logs strapped together, like they just kind of made that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was carefully designed with the purpose of the ogre being able to like pull them. But
Yeah.
other than that,
All right. Well, that sounds like a thing. Sure. Might have to put some dry wood on it. I don't know.
I'm generally pretty good with fire.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess we do that then.
so you give them a kind of Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Mm.
I think the fish would have appreciated it more.
Maybe.
Well, it's gonna fall apart, and they're gonna sink most of the body in there anyway.
Hmm.
Best of both worlds.
I guess.
Plus, who knows? Fungus zombies? I don't know.
Kill him again.
Okay.
I do take their clothes and mend and fix that up.
Sure,
That can
yeah.
always be put to use.
Doesn't hurt. Yeah, well, okay, so that the archer, the guy
Yeah, he's
who
bad.
ran off was the guy that had the best clothes, but
Right.
Salty Walters were decent.
Organic proportion, though.
Right.
True. But yeah.
Yeah.
A shorter person or another Danig or a goblin or someone else could wear them.
He
Well,
just
it would
wears
be-
it with like a big midriff,
Probably.
kind of showing.
probably be loose on a goblin. But, well, although there are human-sized goblins, that's not uncommon.
Size up Moe's.
I mean, these were pirates.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, actually, if you suggest it, Moses is like, yeah, I want to look more like a pirate.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
They're clean.
All right. After we clean them. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can actually, since it's fresh water, you can
Sure.
wash them as you go.
Shake them. It's not bad.
So let's just roll one more for travel. Set of rolls.
22.
Hmm.
19.
18. Food's
Uh,
good.
7
Seems
plus.
pretty safe.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple moments where there's maybe like an underwater tree where you guys have to kind of steer away a little bit. And it's like, oh, watch out for the whatever that's sticking out of the water. We don't want to get caught on that. And but you guys managed to get around it. And you make a little bit of extra time. So you pass through the mountains, and the mountains themselves are like there's something to see. The Everreach was named for how it looks like multiple like stone hands just kind of reaching at the sky. It's like kind of all kind of entwined together. And dang it, if it doesn't like look almost as if they were like purposely made to look like that, like sculpted like by some crazy powerful wizard or something like that.
Oh.
But at the same time, they have this kind of natural aura about them, and the air is fresh, and there's kind of even like kind of as you get closer and closer towards Britefall, the air seems fresher. There are birds chirping, and when you kind of see off in the distance, kind of the terminus. Well, it goes out to the ocean, so I guess it's not quite the terminus. But you can start to see Britefall as you kind of come around this kind of wind. You can see the shimmering at the edge where Britefall gets its name from kind of these crystals that are. It hits the ocean, but there's this big kind of drop off and a waterfall, and it's named for people who like kind of stand over, and you can look over and how the water kind of shimmers across these crystals that come out of it, and kind of mineral deposits that come out of it. And you can kind of just see the bare edge of that as you guys kind of reach the destination, just as kind of sunset comes up, and Delwyn's kind of out doing his kind of morning ritual, and you guys can see this nice little kind of almost suburb of cottages kind of evenly speckled across on the north side of this river, and you pull into this small but carefully constructed and well kept kind of port. You have arrived at Britefall.
I kind of hide a little bit and kind of drop my hood. If my sister sees me here,
Yeah.
she said she would beat me unconscious.
Oh,
Really?
And that's probably a good place to stop as we
Right.
fade out.
The raised eyebrow.
So, thanks again, everyone. Anyone who may have watched. I hope you enjoyed our hijinks. A little bit of marine battle. I don't know if that qualifies if it's freshwater, but maybe.
naval battle,
Naval battle, yeah, a little bit.
small scale.
And hope you can join us next time when Fender is feeling a little more like himself.
All right.
And thanks for coming by, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye for real.